Hi, this is Colonization. Actually, Colonization was a game that came out back in the 90s or something, maybe earlier. It was really cool, never had a sequel. It came after Civilization. It was a Sid Meier game. And then, not too long ago, when Civilization 4 came out, shortly after they made Civilization 4 Colonization, which was, made by the same company, just kind of like a rebirth or, renewed version of Colonization. And I'm playing the Authentic Colonization mod. Eine Modifikation für Sid Meier's Civilization 4 Colonization. Yeah. So this is a mod for the game that's kind of a mod for Civ 4. The game is basically you're colonizing the New World, the Americas. I'm gonna do quickly I'll show you what play now is. You can pick your colony, you're Dutch, English, French, Portuguese, or Spanish. I'm gonna be Dutch. There's 2 leaders. So Peter Stuyvesant has market prices are less sensitive, reduced resource requirements for making certain units, and 100% time between tax increases, which is really nice. And the other guy, Adrian Vanderdonk, gets more money, natives are more tolerant, extra Liberty Bells in all settlements. That's your desire to separate from your parent government. And then plus 200% native conversion rate from missions. So that's pretty cool. Good money and natives are tolerant. But I like this one more. So I'm going to be Peter. But I'm not going to go this way. I'm going to go back. I'm going to create a custom game. Because I want to pick which map script I'm using. So I'm going to use the Fairweather map script, which I've actually modified to make the maps a bit bigger. I'm going to use a huge size map. I'm going to do on Discovery era, so starting at the beginning, of the technology tree, I guess. I don't think there's really a tech tree, like you don't research stuff, but units become better, I think. The speed is going to be normal. Distance to Europe, I will make it 6 tiles, because I like that a bit more. And I'm going to make it many islands. Leave everything else the same. I'm going to leave the difficulty at Conquistador, which is going to be pretty tough, because I suck at the game, and I'm not, I don't usually do that sort of thing, but we'll see how it goes, because I'm kind of worried that I don't know if I'm going to continue this series, because it might be a little boring at times. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. This might just be an intro to colonization. So there we go. We're going to create a new map. I'm not going to read this because this goes pretty quick and then it disappears. So, yeah. You have a dream. You are dreaming to discover a new continent, a new world far away. Next morning, you know what you have to do. So this is me. Here's my royal charter. I need to found my colony, declare independence, and before time runs out, I need to fight off the king's armies, because the king of the Netherlands is, of course, going to try and keep my land, keep the colonies, and I'm going to have to defend myself. And then there's also other European countries. So here we go. We've started. This yellow tile means it's the ocean. You can see on the bottom left there, ocean access to Europe. So if I'm here, I can go to Europe with my ship. And it also gives away some information. So since it's a corner, that means that probably there's some land around here. Or maybe up here even. Because the thing is, you don't really know where you start on the map. You're somewhere coming in to North America from the east. But you really have no idea where the land is, what the land looks like. Okay, so I found some land. So now the idea is you find a nice spot to start a city. So here there's fish, here there's fur, which is pretty nice, because having this guy here, fur plus 2 furs. So on this tile there's 4 fur tiles. You can see on the bottom left, it's a forest savanna, there's 5 lumber, and there's 4 fur. So if I have a city somewhere here that can reach this, I can get quite a lot of extra fur going quickly. So I'm actually going to drop my colonists, at least one of them, and then the other one I'm going to drop here maybe, because this is a pretty good spot for a city. Excuse me. Still got a bit of a cold. Okay, so then that's the end of my turn. So I have this guy. Now, since I'm playing on a higher difficulty, some of these are dangerous. So this is a burial ground, so you can see on the bottom left. If I go here, they might get pissed off and attack me. But I think I have weapons, because I'm a cuirassier. So you can see here on the bottom right, this is a free colonist, so he's untrained. He has no special skills. But he's a cuirassier, so he currently has the tools and equipment for that unit, which I'm guessing means he has some kind of swords, and of course the horse. And then here, this guy is a master carpenter, so he's been trained as a carpenter. And he's a pioneer, so he has the tools necessary to chop down trees and things. And I'm going to look around here with my mouse. I see that there's iron here, which is nice. So this is actually a pretty solid spot for a city. So there's going to be food. There's going to be resources. Probably when I build like a dock, this will be able to support a few colonists, the water. So you can see here that there's a coast. It doesn't say how many fish or anything are there, but here on the coast there's three food. And when I build a docks, I'll be able to actually take advantage of that. So actually, this guy, he's going to start the city. New Amsterdam. Hooray. And I'm going to start by building a landing stage, because I want to get the food production going. This guy's going to explore a bit, and he got hurt. So you have offended the natives who attack your unit in revenge. So he's actually hurt a bit, but that's alright. I'm going to go over here, talk to these people, see what I can learn. So you make contact with these different dudes. This is Okonostota. He does, they're farmers. He's a mentor, so he likes to help people, and they're forest warriors. Pleased towards me. Fantastic. I am Okonostota, chief of the Cherokee people. Let us trade and strengthen our friendship. There shall be peace in our time, until I have to kill you, perhaps. We'll see. I applaud your wisdom. Farewell. So that's cool. So I'm going to explore a little bit with this guy, and I know that, so Europe is down here. I can go to that, but probably there's more over here. So basically anywhere that's far enough away from land will be like, and near enough the side will be like a go to Europe tile. And then on the opposite side, there will be the opposite, because you can loop around the earth. And so I've met a native tribe. Governor, your men stand before you. Deeply moved, they listen to your words. This is the first colony of your nation in the New World, and your citizens thank you for giving them the chance to participate in this historical moment. Your men wish to take an oath to remind them of their virtues. Which oath do you want them to swear? So this will change the city. This be a shelter for devout, for Christians it is set about. Okay. Liberty is what we teach. Good fortune is within our reach. Okay. Even if our stomachs rumble, we, your men, will never grumble. Oh, nice. So this one will give me extra food for each building in this city. This one will give me extra Liberty Bells, so that's the rebel sentiment to break off from the Netherlands. And then this will give religion points, which is nice because then people will come here. If they're like, well, the New World is full of religious people, they'll be like, I'm going to go there. So I get cheap people to bring to the New World. Because you see, I only have these two people. And I've settled the city, and it's a size 1 city, because there's one guy there. If I move this guy over here and join, it'll be a size 2 city. And then I can take him out of the city and go somewhere else, and then it'll drop by 1. So people are pretty important. So losing somebody now, like this guy dying, that would be quite a loss. Anyway, I'm going to pick this religion one, because I want free people. So now this guy, I want to go here. So there is also, of course, height. So now that he's on a mountain, he can see quite far. So I can see that there's more animals here. I might be able to do something with that, get a nice fur empire going. This is going to head down here. See how far this Europe tile extends. Like that. Yeah, okay. And so he's going to go in here. Let's find out. I'm not going to declare war. I'm going to go talk to these people, see what they can teach me. Let's speak to the chief. Chief of Kulsetsi. Welcome to Kulsetsi. We are learned in the ways of expert ore miner. We are in need of guns. Please share a peace pipe and we will tell you of faraway lands. Here's a peace pipe, give us guns. Anyway, that's how it goes. You gotta defend yourself. We are glad Destiny has led us to your village. Cool. So he can teach me to be an expert ore miner. And I happen to have this iron thing here. So actually he would be pretty useful to have in this city. On the other hand, he's mounted and I could keep using him to explore. But I'm gonna have him train here. So I clicked on the learn skill. Spend some time with my tribe in Kulsetsi, and we will teach you in the ways of expert ore miner. Fantastic. And then this guy's gonna go to Europe. So here I've got a go to Europe thing. And now I can click through here. I can look at Europe. I see that there's a fisherman waiting to go. He's like, fuck this. I'm tired of the Netherlands. Can't fish for shit here. Nothing but herring. And so here's my boat coming. It'll be here in 2 turns by the east route from New Amsterdam. So it's pretty cool like that. Here I have $100 and I have some people here. They cost 110 gold if I want to recruit them. These are all the goods I can buy and sell. So you can see the prices. I buy it for 6, I sell it for 4. Some of these are good, like trade goods. I can buy cheap and then sell to the Indians because they love them. On the other hand, here there's a dollar sign. And these are actually specific things. So these 3 guys are random. If I take one, another random guy will appear. These are specific. So I can buy a master distiller because I need a trained master distiller in my colony, for example. Same with new ships. Same with guns, cannons. There's veteran soldiers. They're pretty handy to defend stuff. But anyway, for now I don't have that kind of money. So I'm going to exit that and end my turn. So, this guy's done his training. I'm going to head over here to join the city. And he's still a bit injured. So maybe before I join the city, I'll actually have him heal up a bit. I don't know if he heals while he's there. He should, but maybe he doesn't. So let's load this. And let's head back. I don't think I can afford to buy anything. No. See? 200 gold. So let's head back to New Amsterdam with this fisherman. Because I know New Amsterdam has fish, and a fisherman will be able to make the most of that. So basically, I'll show you in a sec when this guy joins. And my turn. So at the beginning, the turns are also going pretty quickly. So he's here. Yeah, okay, I'll have him heal, but let's zoom in on the city. So here you can see I've got my master carpenter, and he's here currently gathering furs, killing beavers, getting their furs. Nobody else is here, but this city is on this tile, which automatically gives me 5 food, which is pretty sweet, and 4 tobacco. So you can see down here what I've got stored. I've got 21 food. I gain 3 food per turn because of the 5 food here, but he eats 2. Every colonist eats 2 food per turn, except some special colonists, but we'll see that later. I'm not gaining any of this other stuff. I'm gaining 4 fur because of his work. I'm gaining 4 tobacco. I don't know what the maximum by default is. I think here's my base camp. Here's this. I think it's like 100 or something. And I can upgrade my village hall. I'm building a landing stage right now. He's doing his thing. So actually what I'm going to do is I'd like to get some production done faster, and I don't really care. Actually, yeah, no, I'll leave it. Furs are valuable. I know fur is murder, but, I needs my papers. So here comes my boat. This city grew, which is nice. They've got the food there, and they're export ore miners. But his people, I think, are mainly farmers. They're good at farming. So let's end turn again. So he's healed. So now I'm going to have him join the city. Now I can either just manually drag him here, wherever I want to put him, and then set what he's supposed to do. Since he's an expert ore miner, I do want him to focus on mining ore, and now he's locked. So you can see that he's mining ore. Let's leave him alone for a sec. Where's ore? Here. So he's giving me 8 ore per turn. I'm going to drop him back here as a colonist. I'm going to move this guy over here to mine ore, and he'll only give me 4 ore, because an expert does double, basically. So actually, if I double click on him, I can just say automate. That's fine. I'll join this guy. I'll make him an ore miner. I'll actually double click and also automate just to see what happens. He's going to stay an ore miner. That's fine. They don't need food. The nice thing about the automatic one is they'll work up a food surplus, and then as soon as it goes negative, if it gets too low, one of them will switch from doing this to making more food, if possible. As it happens, I don't think there's any other food tiles here except the water. And if I were to drop one of these guys here, they would only give me 3 fish, 3 food. So it's not very good. However, I have this boat coming. Ah, come on. So here I have this fisherman, and I'm going to pop him here. Also make him automated. But that 3 fish from the other guy is coming out as like 8 fish here. So, actually no, here, he's making 7. So he's giving me 7 fish. From 3 that were here, he's giving me 7, because he's an expert. And then this landing stage that I'm building, water tiles plus 1 food. So actually this is going to become a 4, so he'll probably end up giving me 8 food from this. So I can upgrade my my city's infrastructure and get better yields out of these water tiles. And it would be awesome if I had more fish or like crabs or clams or whatever, because then I could get much more value out of the landing stage. But this is still pretty good, because this one guy, basically with 7 food, he'll feed himself and 2 other people. So that's pretty solid. So I have plus 6 food per turn here with all these people, which means I can have 3 more people living in the city pretty comfortably. You know, nobody's starving. Anyway, so that's done. I have my boat here. I am going to load up on... I've got some furs. I've got some tobacco. And that's enough. I'm not going to take the horses. I'm going to keep them here. And let's send him back to Europe. Religious unrest in the Netherlands has caused increased emigration. An indentured servant is waiting in Europe. And here, several scholars in Europe state that the Earth is a globe. Adventurers and explorers from all nations set sail to find the western route to Asia. Hurry up, men. We will be the first to discover the route to Asia. So this religious unrest thing, that's because here, this thing is making plus one cross per turn. You can see up here in the corner too. I'm getting plus 1 cross per turn. So if I go to here, you can see here, this is increasing. I'm getting plus 1 per turn. Well, actually, apparently plus 2 per turn because of some other bonus somewhere. So every time this fills up, one of these guys pops up here and joins me. So these 2 are already waiting for the next boat that's going to arrive. And the more points I have here, the lower these prices are. But then the more of these guys who join, the higher these prices are. So this used to be 110 gold. Now they're 120 gold each. Actually, I think 130, because I have 1 point here, so that I think takes 10 gold off the price or something like that. Anyway, so they need to wait, because I have no other way of getting to them yet. I have only this one boat. This boat that moves 3 squares per turn and can only carry 3 dudes. So he's going to go here and disappear, go to Europe. Right. Meanwhile here, everything's pretty calm. No shit has kicked off yet. But I'm also not really exploring at all, which is unfortunate. So let's try and do something about that. Let's sell all my shit. So now I got 400 bucks. That's not really enough to do much of anything. But I could buy some of these people and see what other people replace them. And I know I'm gonna need a farmer.
Klaar voor actie!
And I'm gonna need a master rancher, because I'm gonna want to breed horses.
Uw commando.
And that's it. I can't afford anybody else. But still, that's nice. And I've gotten 2 other people replacing those. So this is a elder statesman. He'll generate liberty bells, so sentiment to succeed from the parent country. And this is an indentured servant, so I can train them. Yeah, they're okay. They're pretty useless on their own, because if you just put them in the city, they're not as good as a normal colonist. They're like half. So like an expert is twice as good as a normal free colonist, while an indentured servant is like half of a free colonist. But for now, I'm going to pick the people that I need. So I would like a missionary, because I would like to start evangelizing. I would like an indentured servant, because I can train him pretty easily. And I guess I'll take this expert farmer, because maybe I can find a nice spot for a new village, a new town or city or whatever. Somewhere near food, because that's really the most important resource. And I can see here that there's some kind of European fucker who's already landed nearby. That's unfortunate. I really did not want to share land. But that's how it goes. So I have very few things I can build. So there's these points. And the more points you have in the different categories, you get special people who join you. They'll be your founding fathers. And then they each give you different bonuses. But this takes time. You have to build up the points, and there's 5 different categories of points. Meanwhile, I built the landing stage, so now I'm getting better food, I think, from this. I can check in a sec. You can also see up here the price of sugar has fallen, the price of tools has fallen, so it's a good time to buy some tools. New person waiting. But I can't build too much stuff, because actually it's gated. So this village hall is an upgrade to my current base camp. It replaces the base camp, and then it unlocks more buildings, like an upgraded dock. And then I can upgrade the village hall to the next step, which is the town hall, and then the city hall. So each upgrade unlocks better buildings. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead with the village hall, because I do want better docks, and I do want better storage. I'm guessing New Amsterdam might not be a huge population center just because there's not great food production, but there's a lot of natural resources, specifically this, the fur and the iron. So what I might end up doing here is having one guy doing all the fur gathering and one guy mining ore, and then ship that to another city to get processed. Also want to find out what's going on here. Gotta wait for my boat. Here it comes. So, who's on the boat that can stay here? Actually, I'm going to take the boat loop around this way more. The nice thing about fish is, of course, you can see them easily. Okay, a dreadful harvest for our Cherokee neighbors in the city of Kulsatsi, just across the border, has left its people starving. We may have a chance to gain favor with them if we provide humanitarian assistance from New Amsterdam. So I can say either we are unable to assist, send our condolences, open the city granaries and send half the stores to our troubled neighbors, gain +1 relationship bonus, but I'll lose some food. Don't think I had a lot of food anyway. Send all of the food stores and give $50. I can do that actually, because I don't have that much food there, so I don't mind losing like whatever the 20 something food. And +2 relationship boost is nice. Especially since I'm hoping he'll have more villages, Okonostota. He'll have more villages somewhere over here, probably near this TP. And then I can get even more, trades with him, and just it's good to have a buddy. Then again, I have no idea how this is going to play out, because I usually don't play on higher difficulties. But yeah, there we go. This guy's red, so here's another Okonostota. So I'm going to send my missionary in here, and we'll see what happens. So this is nice, but I can't easily reach it. Because basically if I put a city here, I will include this in my territory. And this is owned by the Cherokees, Okonostota. And he'll want me to buy the land, and I don't have the money for that. So let's keep exploring a little. This is kind of nice. So what if I drop this guy here? There's beavers. If I can find a nice spot to pop down near those beavers, then I'll have 2 sources of beavers, and I can really make that a thing. I can quickly make a fur trader somewhere. Anyway, let's make this evangelist go into Tanasi. And that's the end of my turn. Fuck you, Simon Bolivar of the Spanish colonies. I am pleased to meet you, Coops. I offer you a treaty of peace. I suggest you accept it. Yes, there'll be peace in our time. Farewell. He wants to do open borders. Yeah, sure, whatever. Let's speak with the chief. They are expert silver miners. Now that's nice. Silver is worth a lot of money. And if you can get an expert silver miner somewhere, then you can really make some quick bank by shipping all the silver to Europe. Anyway, so we're here. This is my evangelist. He's a missionary. So I'm actually going to say establish a mission. And it's got you can see in the bottom and the left there. Success rate 100. Establish a mission in the village to gradually convert natives to your faith. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I've got a mission there. That's nice. I'm gonna look around with him. Okay, so that's not a place to be. You know, I don't wanna... So basically, if I pop him here somewhere... Yeah, this farmer might not be the best person to start the city because there is no easy place for him to actually do farming. But that's fine. At the beginning, you don't have too many specialists, so you'll just be using everybody wherever is most convenient or wherever they happen to be. I'm going to scope out this island. Hopefully there's enough room for a couple of cities before this cunt Simon Bolivar takes all the land. Famine has struck that city again. Snap. Well, guys, look, I can't keep giving you all my food. I'm sorry. I'm not going to give you money either. Oh, yeah, right. Let's go here. And we're going to grab this guy and talk to the chief. Expert tobacco planters, eh? Because there was some tobacco here. This is Cherokee land, and this is Cherokee land, so I can't really go this way. That's too bad. So I'm not going to worry about tobacco for now. I'm going to try to focus on just fur trade. So he's going to stay on the ship, and then the ship, just passing through, the ship is going to continue. Hopefully I can find somewhere where they're expert fur trappers, and then they can train my dude. Otherwise I'll find some other useful skill, like fisherman maybe. And here I'm going to start this city. Let's go. Fort Nassau. Nice. You're going to need really nothing for now, so you can just make... Oh, how about political points? Because you need political points for everything. I'm also going to turn off these icons. So let's continue with my ship. Have a look around. What's here? Drop this guy here, maybe. So this is actually a kind of small island. And if I can get another city somewhere here, then maybe I can block Simon off from crossing. But actually seems not too bad so far. He's probably going to piss me off later. He'll probably kill me. Somebody's going to kill me. It's all good. So, your king has benevolently recognized the foundation of your second colony in the New World and offers his support. We would like to respectfully thank His Majesty, and we appreciate his support. May we most humbly state that we are in dire need of resources to build up our colonies. So this will give me 20 cotton, 20 tools, and 20 horses. But then that's too many tools. I'll have too many tools. Or I can ask for guns. Well, I don't want to waste the tools, because that would be a shame. But I could convert one of those colonists. So let's do this. Let's examine the settlement. This guy is an ore miner, but he's doing that for now. But that's fine, because I guess this guy is going to swap on and off chopping to get the village hall done. But actually, I'm going to send him like this. I'm going to make him into a pioneer. So he's going to take some tools. I had more. Now I have only 40 left. Exit this. And now I'm going to ask for this, so I don't have too many tools. And this guy can now make, up here, he could make a mine. But actually over here, I'm going to have him make like a camp so that he can hunt more effectively, get more fur. What's this? Buffalo. Oh, whale oil cooker.
Wat moet er gebeuren?
Fuck off. Let's see what's over here. That's a city. Okay, I have some money as well, and periodically the king will want my money, so it's a good idea to spend it if I have something to spend it on. So that scout is also going to come in handy, so that's nice. So here we're going to make a lodge. +2 wood and +2 furs. So he's built his second city already. He's way ahead of me. Well, I mean, as far as me trying to cut him off. And there's nice food here too. So this was a good spot for a city, except that it's right beside, I think there's an Aztec or whatever these guys are, Cherokee. There's a Cherokee city somewhere here. So he's going to be pissing them off. Let's see what's this city got. Welcome to Kiowi, where I learned in the ways of expert fishermen. Fantastic. I need to learn fishing, so spend some time with my tribe in Kiowi, and we will teach you in the ways of expert fishermen. I would be honored. And now I'm going to send the boat home. Oh, looks like there's another city here. This guy must have like 3 or something. This island is going to be crowded. I'm going to need to start looking. Yeah, wow. Okay, I've built a village hall. I'm going to build the warehouse now. Actually, I'm going to build a dock, because I do want that food online, in place. He's doing the same thing as me, see? He's also trained up a dude as a fisherman. So I'm going to send this fisherman over here. Now, eventually you can build schools and things, so you can train people yourself instead of having to send them to stuff. Alright, go to Europe. Hopefully he'll find Europe close by. He's pretty far ahead of me, but I'm guessing, they get bonuses for certain difficulty levels. While I'm here, I'll talk to this guy in Kitua, who's probably also a tobacco planter. Usually you can guess by whatever's near them, but I guess I'll find out. It's a pretty big city. It's going to be smaller now because this guy, look at that. That's some nice cotton there. There's potatoes there, so this used to be, producing a lot of food and probably cotton, and then this guy just came along and took it, so... that's how it goes. That's how wars start, and that's probably why I'll end up buying guns and selling it to the Indians, so that they can fight the war. Hopefully they don't turn the guns on me. We'll see. So he wants to trade maps? Sounds like a deal. I want to see what you see. What do you see? Okay, so that's where the ocean starts, the deep ocean to go to Europe. So this is actually pretty good. I've got my own little quick access. This guy's gonna talk. Expert farmer. We are in need of guns. Yeah, I believe it. I'll get you some guns, buddy. Don't worry. So now I've got this guy. He is a colonist, a converted native. So I could actually already have him study here, become a silver miner. A converted native by default isn't as good at some things, but is much better than my colonist at others. So he's better at fur trapping, probably better at chopping wood or mining, fishing, farming, those kinds of things. Whereas production inside buildings, like making rum, they're not going to be as good at. So what am I going to do? I think I will send him here, because he can be a decent fur trapper. Or I can send him there to be a fur trapper. Actually, I'll send him here. There's only a farmer here so far. You are nearly out of room for tobacco in New Amsterdam. Snap. Well, that's not going to get resolved anytime soon, so I'm just going to lose some tobacco. That's too bad. So here we go. What do I need? This guy to explore for sure. Master carpenter, because that's always handy. I can't... So a master rancher needs a lot of horses, and he'll make more horses. However, they all take food, so that's not really handy. And then here there's an indentured servant, so I'll train him up. And let's go to New Amsterdam.
Op pad!
Cool. And my turn. So he's gonna join. Now if I go here, this is one of those things that are nice. So he actually only eats one food because he's a native, and I guess they're lean or something, or they get more out of their food. So that's pretty handy. Actually, I think so. Let me just double check that. Let's make him a colonist. Okay, so right now I have 5 food here, minus -2. But then when he joins, okay, let's put this farmer back over here for now. He makes 4 food. So now I have 7 food total, and if he joins, I have 5. Okay, no, he eats 2. So maybe that's part of the mod. I'm pretty sure at some point they only ate half. Let's make him a fur trapper. Let's actually make him automated. Let's make him automated. That'll do for now. So I'm going to have a lot of furs. This guy's got this fur thing done. He's a carpenter. I'm going to rejoin this city. So, this guy, this expert fisherman, I'm going to drop on one of these tiles. And it's not special. It's just 1 food, 1 fish. But he can turn it into 4 because he's badass. Because he's a fucking fisherman. And then as soon as the dock's done, that's going to be even more. Now I'm going to make this pioneer join also. And he's going to be the carpenter again. I'll automate him as well. Nice. So he's going to make food. He's going to he's going to make wood for now. This guy's going to consume the wood and make production. That's why there's this +7 now. So the dock is only going to take 3 turns, whereas a second ago is going to be like 14 turns. And I can also rush by it if I want to, but I don't want to. So I'll just leave that as is, let them manage themselves. End my turn. Looks like they put a city right beside this, which sucks, because that means this city's going to disappear. He really wanted this land, I guess. The AI can play pretty aggressively in this. I'm absolutely going to need some defense as well soon. But for now, I'm just stuck, so I can't really do much. And he's got an army there. It's kind of worrying. So, this guy's going to join. And then I'm going to send this boat on its way. Actually, I'm going to collect some tobacco, because I don't want to be losing more tobacco. And then I'm going to head this way and see what's over here. Maybe I can find another island that this guy hasn't yet, started colonizing, and I can get a foothold there. Let's have a look. I've made a dock. What do I want to make? I want to make a warehouse. So the warehouse will double my storage because I have 100 now and that'll make +100. I'm losing space for tools. Oh right, too many tools because the guy returned. The colonist, the pioneer. So sometimes you get lucky and you find an island like this that's just surrounded by fish or something like that. This is not so bad, and maybe this would be a good spot for a city later, where once I have other cities I can ship goods to, like, because he's not going to have any wood, so he can't fucking build anything, so I'm going to need to ship wood here to have him actually be able to do anything. But he's got food and water tiles all around, so if I put like a ton of fishermen here, I can have a huge population. But not yet. So let's drop this scout here, and we're going to continue around this side. This might be just a tiny island. What am I going to build now? I'm going to build this chevaux de frise, some kind of defense wall. I need to build a wall to keep maybe the Indians, the Native Americans out. Can he make it? No. Can he? So he landed his dude there. Maybe he's gonna make a city there. If he is, that's good for him. It's gonna be a pretty shitty city, but I guess the AI does have some advantages at the start. More fur. Timber. It's unclaimed. This might be a good spot to build a city even here. Like, we'll see how it goes. What if we go here? Cool. End of my turn. So, what do I want to build? I don't want any of this yet. I don't need a fur trader's house, though I could put one here. For now, I'm just going to make more political points. And here, I'm going to drop this guy here. Let's have a look. How's it look? Alright. Shit. Nice. Oconostota has declared war on Simon Bolivar, and they took one of his cities, this shitty one. So this is probably gone. And meanwhile here he's getting pissed off, but he really needs some guns. So I might focus on doing that next as well. I don't have the money to buy guns yet, but let's drop this guy here. Yeah, I can't afford to start a city here, so I need to go looking this way. But this guy I can send over here to pick up more goods, more fur, and then I can sell them all in the New World. In Europe. Anyway, I think that's probably a good spot to stop. This is Colonization. I might continue this game at some point. Yeah, it's been alright so far. Nothing crazy has kicked off yet, but this bastard's really expanding quickly. Like, look how many people he's got. He got 6 people here, 3 and 2. So he's already got, 11 people here, and I only have 7. And then I guess 8, 9, 10. So we're not too far apart, but I'm a bit behind. I think his ship is faster, and he's been focusing more on just shuttling people back and forth. I have some people waiting here, but not many. But enough to get my city, bumping. But yeah, so this is Colonization. Hopefully I can beat the other Europeans to colonizing the New World. And then throw off my king's shackles. We'll see how it goes. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks.